I'm really curious to know what service jobs other people have worked that they know directly impacted their career in some way, shape, or form, or even like jobs where you're like, oh, when I worked this job, I knew that I had to figure my shit out. The very first service job that I ever worked, I was a grocery bagger on the base that I went to high school at, the military base. When I went to college, I was in retail at Urban Outfitters. That discount was amazing. A couple of direct things that I can say that working at Urban Outfitters in Phoenix, shout out the downtown Phoenix store. While I was working there, I met Carrie Twigg, who at the time was in the media department for Obama's administration. She was wearing an Afropunk shirt, and I told her that I loved her shirt and that I wish I could go to Afropunk, because at the time I was a broke college student. And she looked me dead in my eye and said, if you got a free ticket to Afropunk, would you go? And I said, yeah. And then she said, one of my close friends is the founder of Afropunk. Give me your email, I'll send you a ticket. And she literally emailed me a ticket to Afropunk. I loved my job at Urban Outfitters. So that came after having helped her find clothes for an event that she was going to. So I was like running around the store, picking out things for her, and then I ultimately checked her out. And then that happened. So that just came as a direct result of me just like being good at the job that I was at and just speaking my mind, I guess. Throughout college, I also door dashed and Uber Eats. I was able to do that between class schedules, and I didn't have to talk to anybody. I also wrote a lot while I was waiting in between dashes. And after graduating college, I worked at a smoothie shop. I had never lived in a sort of town that small. Even though Cheyenne is the capital of Wyoming, it's still very small town vibes, and the people that I met were just so unexpected. Honestly, that job really just taught me how to deal with people who I would have never met in the first place. Then I moved to New York. I did not work a service job in New York, but something that I did to save money was one of my friends was dating a promoter, and he used to take us to dinner. So I would take Tupperwares to dinners so I didn't have a grocery bill. After the financial year that I had, I did Uber Eats. I was having an ego trip where I was like, I've worked at some of the best companies in the industry. I live in LA. Like, what am I doing? Why am I Uber Eatsing? Tomas Matos Uber Eats. So if Tomas can Uber Eats, why can't I Uber Eats? I Uber Eats for a couple months there to get back in the green. I've worked in retail at Urban Outfitters. I've door dashed. I've Uber Eats. I have worked at a smoothie shop. All of those jobs honestly helped me in some way, shape, or form. Also, I keep doing these videos after I work out, so